Hi friends, in this video we will talk about second definition of transfer function. Transfer function can also be defined as Laplace transform of impulse response. So what is an impulse response? You people may know that we represent it as del of t. Basically response means nothing but output. So if we give impulse at the input, the output we get of that system is known as our impulse response. So let us take some examples. Here the question is, the impulse response of a system is e power minus t minus of e power minus 2t ut. Then find the transfer function of the system. So how we will find the transfer function of that system? We know that transfer function is equals to Laplace transform of impulse response. Here impulse response is given as e power minus t minus of e power minus 2t u of t. So we just need to do Laplace transform of this function. For this we have to know some basics of Laplace transform. Laplace transform of e power minus at ut is 1 by s plus a. So here we need to use this formula. So Laplace transform of e power minus t ut and minus of Laplace transform of e power minus 2t u of t. If we use this formula, we will get 1 by s plus 1 minus 1 by s plus 2. If we multiply these two terms, this is our required transfer function. Now let us take one more example. Here it is asked that what is the unit impulse response of the system having transfer function equals to 1 by 1 s into 1 plus s. Here transfer function is given and we need to find the impulse response. Means we know that transfer function equals to Laplace transform of impulse response. So impulse response is, in short I will write impulse response is I of IR, inverse Laplace transform of transfer function. So here transfer function is given 1 by s into 1 plus s. For this we have to do in any method we can do by partial fraction or we can do by shortcut. I will prefer partial fraction. So for this, a by s plus b by s plus 1. I always prefer this partial fraction. Limit s tends to 0, s into 1 by you can do by any method. Here the value of a is 1 and value of b is minus 1. So inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s minus of inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus 1. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is ut and inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus 1 is e power minus t ut. The property I used for Laplace transform are e power minus at ut is 1 by s plus a. I just did the inverse Laplace of that. Here a equals to 1. Let us take one more example. Here the question is, the impulse response of an initially relaxed linear system is e power minus 2t ut. To produce a system or to produce a response of t into e power 2t ut, the input must be equal to what? Here our impulse response is given. Impulse response is what? Our output. Output is given when the input is impulse. Means y of t is given as e power minus 2t ut. So we first need to convert it into Laplace domain. That is y of s equals to 1 by s plus 2. I have used the same formula as I used earlier for this Laplace transform. So here y of s is our 1 by s plus 2, which we get after giving the input as impulse. So we also know that y of s by x of s equals to h of s. H of s is our transfer function and x of s is our impulse. So from here we can write y of s equals to h of s into xs. Our x of t is given as impulse. So x of t is del of t. The Laplace transform of x of t is x of s. The Laplace transform of del t is 1. Laplace transform of impulse is 1. So if we put the value of x of s here, we will get y of s equals to h of s. Now to produce the response of t into e power minus 2t ut. Response means what? Output. Again, let us take y dash of t is t into e power minus 2t ut. First of all, we need to do Laplace transform of this one. Laplace transform of y dash t is y dash of s equals to 1 by s plus 2 whole square. Here I have used another formula of another property of Laplace transform. This is we know that e power minus at ut is 1 by s plus a. If we multiply here 1t, we will get minus dds of s plus a. Here I have used this formula. Now we have y dash of s equals to 1 by s plus 2 whole square. We know that y dash s equals to x dash s into h of s. We have our we don't know about our input. They asked to find out the input, so we will find x dash s, and we know our transfer function. What is the transfer function? Our transfer function is y of s, and ys equals to 1 by s plus 2. So 1 by s plus 2 whole square equals to x dash s into s plus 2. If we cancel 1 s plus 2, so our x dash s equals to 1 by s plus 2. Now we need to do the inverse Laplace transform of this one. Again I will use this formula. So x dash t is equals to e power minus 2t ut. So this is our required input. So friends, if you like this video, like, comment, share and do subscribe our channel. Thank you.